Hello, hockey fans. Well, four game sixes in the books, and it was crazy. The questions were going to be answered. Who's going to advance? Who's going to be eliminated? Who's going to stick around and force game seven? And it started with the Bruins, and yeah, the Bruins. It was all Bruins that game. Carolina had no answer. They had no answer for the Bruins in that game. It was a 5-2 win for Boston, so they get to live on and head to Raleigh. And there was the Toronto game. Uh, and then there was the Toronto game. Toronto, it looked bad for them. They were down 2-0. But then they bounced back with three in the second, including two in less than a minute from John Tavares that gave them the lead. And I was looking for them to get another one, but they ended up tying the game. The Lightning did. And they went to overtime. And the Leafs, they were pressing, they were getting the shots, but in the end, it was Braden Point, right place, right time. They put it in, and with that, the Leafs yet again face another Game 7. Yeah. So, yeah, I know the feeling. Well, I know. This, those are the words they didn't want. Those are words no Leafs fan want to hear. Game 7. It's been a complete curse for them. But I think they're going to do it. They're going to finish them off in. They're going to finish off the Lightning in Game 7. They got it at home in front of people. This isn't like last year. And I think the Leafs are going to do all the right things on Saturday, and they'll knock out the champs and advance, most likely against Florida. Um, Edmonton also managed to stay alive. I really thought the Kings were going to take out Edmonton at home. I really did, because the way Edmonton lost Game 5 told me that they were going to just get beat. I thought they were done, because you can't trust Edmonton. Oilers find ways to fuck things up, but they pulled it out. 3 points each from McDavid and Kane, and now they get Game 7 at home. And I'll be honest, I don't know if the Kings are going to win. I really don't. This was their golden chance, and they're going to have to go up in Western Canada to a loud crowd. And those Oilers fans are loud. So three games sevens with 3 game 7s were forced. Would there be all four? No. St. Louis did it. They took care of the Wild, and I mean in dominant fashion. The Wild had no chance. They had no answer. They had no offense. This is what happens when Kaprizov doesn't do anything. So Minnesota loses again in round one, all because the defense took a siesta and Kaprizov was basically by himself. They scored a grand total of 16 goals. 7 of them were career throws. That's not going to do it. And with this, though, we have a division finals matchup. The Blues advance to face the Avalanche, and it's going to be a rematch of last year. The Avs and Blues faced each other in round one last year, with the Avs sweeping, and that's going to be That's going to be a very interesting series. I myself am waiting impatiently for the rest of the Elite Eight to be filled up so we can get a schedule, because we have not played since Monday. It's been 3 days, and it will probably be another. Well, counting today, it will probably be another 4, because round two is supposed to start this upcoming Monday. It's gonna be another 4, maybe 5. We might be starting on that Tuesday, 17th. But yeah. So Avs and Blues in the Central Division's final round, which means no more Central Division games until round 2. The Central semis are over, It's just the Atlantic, Pacific, and Metro that need to be solved. And this weekend should take care of it. So that's my recap of tonight's action. Oh, I need to have some extra news, of course, in continuation with the awards. Earlier today, they announced the finalists for the main solo trophy, the Hart Trophy, the league MVP, and it's Austin Matthews, it's Connor McDavid, and it's Igor Shesterkin. Yeah, Shesterkin is up for the Hart and the Vezina this year, and there were talks, and I heard talks that maybe Shesterkin should be up for both, and because without him, it seems like without him, the Rangers don't really go have this good of a season. So Igor Shesterkin is up for not just the Vezina or the Hart. Now, will he get both? Who knows? But we do know this: the playoffs haven't really treated him well. But we'll see if he'll bounce back in Game 6, which I'm getting to. The other 3 Game 6s will all take place tomorrow. First off, all 3 are on Turner Networks. First off, Penguins host Rangers. That's at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on TNT. Of course, Pittsburgh's going to try again to advance, or the Rangers could force one more trip to MSG. At 7:30 p.m. Eastern, the only game on TBS, Game 6, Panthers, Capitals in D.C. Florida is looking to win their first playoff series since 1996. And the other half of the TNT doubleheader, Game 6, Flames, Stars in Dallas. That's at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. Dallas is looking to force Game 7. Calgary's looking to take care of it and wait out either the Kings or Oilers, which will be settled on Saturday. Because Saturday, that's when the Game 7s happen. We got 3 Game 7s at the moment. We could have more. We could have as many as 6. We could have 4. But we got at least these. We have at least these 3. That's on Saturday. That's on Saturday. Game 7s galore. The first one. Hurricanes hosting the Bruins. That's the early game on ESPN at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. Pacific. And then the only game on Turner on TNT. Game 7. Leafs Bolts in Toronto. This is it. Either Toronto wins their first playoff series since 2004 and the Lightning are dethroned, or the jinx continues for the Leafs and the Lightning continue their march on as they attempt to win their 3rd straight cup. And then, Game 7 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, also on ESPN. Game 7, Oilers, Kings, in front of what should be a really wild and crazy Edmonton crowd. Kings need to really step it up. I really don't like their chances of winning this Game 7 because they should have taken care of it tonight. Now they got to go on the road again. And chances are, if the Kings do win this, they'll probably have to stay in the province of Alberta because if Calgary wins their series, it will be Kings and Flames, and that'll keep LA in the province of Alberta. It should be interesting. It would almost be reminiscent of how they got to the final in '93. Every team they played in that run they played nothing but Canadian teams. That's a lot of games. That's a lot of crossing back and forth that U.S.-Canada border. But yeah. So those Game 7s are official for Saturday, and if any of the other 3 series go 7, they will take place on Sunday. That'll be the final day of round 1 if we get Game 7 action. So that's our recap of tonight's action. Again, congratulations to the Blues for advancing, and I can't wait for that series, Avs and Blues. That's going to be crazy. I just hope nobody goes after Kadri. But anyway, that's my recap of tonight's action. If you like this video, click the like button. Click subscribe if you want more. My story and my latest in the What Went Wrong series about the Wild's elimination will be in the description below when it's published on Vocal. So check it out when you can. I'll be back tomorrow to recap the remaining game sixes, and could be some congratulations to those who advanced to the Elite Eight. So stay tuned.